I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd. Waving that rude boy, I'm waving at you, boy.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. His first carry. Oh, now he bowls him over. 11 more on that one and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Zach Cunningham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hampton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Detroit!
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Leopard! Now let's go! Green, 39!
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Down! Flag 22! Flag 22!
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Green the line! Green the line!
Here's Watson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Hines. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, and no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making a...
It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 91 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Hines. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good reception there, the Colts on the march.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff. Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Richmond.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Watson now to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at first and goal. They'll look to throw here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
4 down, 4 down. Slam.
Watson on first down, trying to lay one up deep. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So
with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Reset. Check three.
Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's full. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got three. Blue 80. Mike's 50. Tiger.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Black down and out, Philly.
Watson off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To throw on second is Watson. Over the middle. It's incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Third and long. It's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one goes for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 40 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out, and he takes it in for a Colts score. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lambeau on for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 27 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he works 3. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. The big guys leading the way.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come back, come back. Two jet.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got a man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Richmond. Two jet.
Johnson running left. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Black 22.
Again, it's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Tiger. Two jet.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to shake him off. Flushed. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in here by Edmond. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Patriot! Patriot!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Reset. Two jet.
They go play action here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richmond. Black 99 Philly. Two jet. Richmond.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Two jet.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Two jet.
Now Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Now it's Hines. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leader. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has a sense of the dramatic there. seals that game with an INT.
Boy, what a big play for a guy who came out of Tennessee State really with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he thought he'd been overlooked even going into college. He's proven everyone wrong once he got to the NFL.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my